Hi, my name is Gina. I attended the A.U.R.A. and R.A.A.H certification in Florida with Aurora, and it was amazing. It was beautiful, the whole experience. I've never cried so much. It was just amazing. We learned a lot as far as shielding and with the aura techniques. We learned our raw techniques, and we're able to take that home to our families to help them, our friends, and anyone else who's interested. We've also learned how to just influence the world around us just by our love energy. Love is so strong. It is powerful, the most powerful. And I encourage you that if you're interested, if you have a passion, have a calling, you want to help people, then this is the way to go. This is the technique to use. This is probably one of the most beneficial tools that I know of personally. And I encourage you to look into it, to get information. And if you feel drawn to it, jump in. You can't go wrong with this. This is literally one thing that will bring love to everything you do. It will bring you so much fulfillment. So I encourage you, please look into it, and blessings and love to all of you. So much love. Thank you.
I wonder how many testimonials might start out exactly like this. Where do I begin? For me, I'll start from the beginning of when Aurora came into my awareness. It was last March 11th, 2019. And I had been feeling that as a QHHT practitioner, there was much work to be done energetically on the client's behalf before the hypnosis took place. I had awareness of concepts like entities, attachments, implants, etc. from other practitioners' videos online. And because of that awareness, my only approach to dealing with them was based from love, but as simple as when they present themselves, if and when they present themselves, you love them, show them their spark, and convince them to move into the light. This is as basic a process as I could have mustered at the time because I had no training in it. Anything energetically I might have been doing on the client's behalf was totally informal and more based on my own intuition and just doing it. So I signed up for Aurora's certification for A.U.R.A. And at the time it felt like I was supposed to be doing that. I even had a new credit card show up that allowed me to pay for this. But then right after I started really noticing that I was being triggered by things that I found to be ridiculous at this point in my journey, things that I found to be purely judgmental and personal and having nothing to do with anything that I was working with. Things about Aurora in general, just little silly things that made me in an overall way resistant to her as a person, to the degree that I could not even finish watching her videos. So I kind of backburnered the whole aura, everything. And I kept doing QHHT just a little bit. And next thing I know, almost a year later, I start getting an email or two about her Florida retreat. Now, mind you, I have nothing but resistance. Meanwhile, she's still part of my awareness through the Quantum Healers Forum. I get occasional emails from her. But I never joined. I don't know. For whatever reason at the time, I just Didn't think that hard about it, to be honest. And then when the Florida retreat came around, it smacked me upside the head twice, to the degree that I still didn't know what was going on. But it compelled me to reach out to Aurora. And I just told her, hey, I signed up for this already, but I never really plugged into it, and I'm not sure why, but now I feel like this is really smacking me upside my head. And, is it appropriate for me to come to this retreat? And she allowed for me to come to the retreat for simply the cost of the retreat, because I had already paid for the certification, which made it a lot easier to come to the retreat. So we'll say less resistance. No resistance from my family, from my husband, from my work, from my income, nothing. Not a resistant thought getting there. My plane ride, my whole trip, everything non-resistant. When I arrive, I'm walking into something not knowing what I'm walking into, but feeling okay to give my permission to it. Feeling instantly high vibration, instantly. And I'm not unfamiliar with this feeling, so it felt okay. But as I was there, listening to Aurora talk, introducing herself, listening to the other females, coincidentally only females this time, sharing their stories, I started noticing some shifts within me. In one hand, a settling down of this intense vibration, which made me feel a little bit more relaxed and at ease, but also the other side of this coin. I would say something inside of me was getting really, really uncomfortable. And I have never, ever been aware of this, ever. And if I had, I would say I would have chalked it up to that was just how I was my whole life. On the second day of the retreat, or maybe it was the third day, when we went to the beach to do yoga, and the yoga instructor wasn't there. And we ended up doing it a little different, and Aurora led us on a group regression to visit Atlantis. For the first time, in spite of having several of my own personal sessions, both through surrogacy, through well-known BQH practitioners also, for the first time, I actually experienced something that I knew was real. And I was at Atlantis, and I was blasting energy beams out of my hands, and I was holding back tsunamis, and oh my God, you name it. Something happened during that regression that allowed for what happened next. When we went back to the retreat and we started our work, Aurora was about to begin speaking about a topic that was privileged information. I'll say it like that. And all of a sudden, something started shifting in me. My vision shifted. Almost like one eye was nearsighted and one eye was farsighted. And everything became cloudy. And all of a sudden a wash came over me as if all of my blood was leaving my body. And I could feel that my skin was like turning colors. And I had to raise my hand. I felt compelled to stop her because I didn't think that I was supposed to be hearing what she was about to say. In hindsight, I see now that my true self brought me there, and I was supposed to go there, and was calling myself out in integrity and truth to the group about something that I didn't even understand was within me. And the next thing I know, I'm being asked to sit on the floor, and a group of amazing people are swarmed around me, all exhibiting some serious superhero powers. that I don't even know if they knew they had. Each one individually, a unique piece of this puzzle. Instinctively, intuitively, expelling, removing, clearing, and healing a multitude, an immensity of I can't even express what, other than to make a list. Archons. Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds, I would say, of reptilians. A nest, a swarm, leaders, all kinds of things, tentacles. I could feel them moving in me. I could feel them hiding. I could feel them running. There was a lot. These women could feel all of the pain in my heart, and it was great. I didn't realize how great that pain was until it was removed. And I didn't realize how all-encompassing in every aspect of my life, my entire life, it had clouded and shrouded my true self and everything that I came here to do. And after a very long time and a lot of work and energy, they cleared me through a raw clearing. I didn't even know that's what they were doing. It left me with a clarity of self and a lightness that I have never felt before. And in spite of that being as immense as it was, and feeling that it was all there and gone, there was still more. How could there be more? And it was found in our aura practice sessions. Through the higher self, with the help of angels. So instead of having to remove and send back and threaten to clear, I get to live in love. Even something that I know is even today empowered within me to have a little outburst today. I can't express how different I feel and how different my home life is. My relationship with my husband is mending. My relationship with my 4-year-old is blossoming instead of feeling nothing but resistant. So I would say, if you feel that you should do this, you need to do this. Set that intention. Give that permission and open yourself to receive the abundance to allow it to happen and manifest as you came here to do. I don't even know what I can say I would have done if I did not go. For now and only now do I have clarity of self, clarity of purpose, and clarity of mission. I know what I came here to do. Even a little bit. And it's very important. I also got to connect with a soul tribe and a feeling that I have never known in this life. A feeling of companionship and support, and especially within a group of women. So, for all of that, I am so grateful and I am so thankful and I do feel blessed. But I also have a renewed sense of self and purpose. We have important work to do. You have important work to do. You're watching this still, 13 minutes in, I think, because you know it. You feel it. And the time is now. Blessings.
Hello, my name is Jessica, and I got back last night from the Florida retreat in Siesta Key to get R.A.A.H certified and A.U.R.A certified, and it was absolutely amazing. I am still trying to process everything and cannot, it feels like a dream I just came out of, and I'm like, oh my gosh, did all of this happen? I met some incredible people. I was reconnected with my beautiful soul sister in Atlantis, and things just started making so much sense to me. I'm going to share a little bit about my journey in hopes that it will help you or inspire you if you are like thinking about going into this work, and if you're a healer and trying to find your calling. I have been on this journey myself since my divorce back in like 2012, and going through my spiritual awakening and trying to get in alignment with my true self, my authentic self, and trying to find my purpose. I've gone through, I can't even tell you how many different seminars, hired coaches, mentors, conferences, and many, many YouTube books. My audio book, Audible book, Amazon Audible, is full of so many different books that I keep turning to. So I've been on this journey for a very long time, and this retreat completely changed my life. I now feel like everything that I've gone through is making sense. I now know what my purpose is, what my mission is here on this planet, how I can help serve, what I'm supposed to do. So if any of you are in the same boat, kind of feeling like there's something big out there that you're supposed to do and you're not sure what it is, please sign up for this retreat, because it is going to change your life. So any other retreats or getting certified in this is literally like going to completely transform your life. And I wasn't even sure if I was going to be going to Florida, and something just kept calling me to it. And I am so glad that I listened to my heart. So if your heart is calling you to do this work and a healer, Aurora is absolutely amazing, the most beautiful person I've ever met, and she's a true healer here trying to help us all healers. And it was just a fabulous, beautiful experience. So just wanted to share that all with you. Thank you.
Heartfelt. I'm overwhelmed with words. I have no words. My life has been completely changed and transformed. And thank you for Aurora and everyone that actually implemented in arriving, despite any negativity or despite any obstacles. We made it, and we have completely changed the world. Change is coming. It's already here. And I love you, and I respect you and honor you, and thank you so much. My heart is overjoyed with love and light.
How do you feel about the technique that you learned today? I know you are a Reiki master, and you also learned a different type of Reiki practice with alchemy symbols. What would you say about that?
It's incredible. It penetrates the core of what it is to have a shift, to have a change. Reiki 101, it's the basic, but interacting with the archangels and honoring them, allowing them to assist us, is just mind-blowing. It's incredible. Change is here.
Do you have any words to say about your session itself, about the once you received the aura technique and also when you facilitated it? I know you don't have a hypnosis background, but is there anything that you would like to say on it?
Yes, the session that I received for the very first time was profoundly emotionally released. I released a lot of emotions that I didn't even know I had, but it confirmed that I needed to release. The sessions that I experienced was incredible, life-changing confirmation of where I need to be. Everything, it has a divine plan, divine time, and it's incredible. We're all gonna need it. We're all gonna have it. It's just a matter of time. Just follow your heart to Aurora.
Thank you for your help.
Thank you.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you so much. Love you.
My name is Mickey Kemmler, and back in 2016 I had an experience in my life, a traumatic experience, and had some friends who introduced me to QHHT. And a year later I decided to go and get certified for QHHT. And then it worked well. I got many clients, and However, I started noticing things in my own sessions with my own clients, with things really happening that I just really didn't know how to move with it. Certain manifestations within my own sessions, doing sessions for other people. So I thought, well, I think I'm going to go back and get certified for level 2, so QHHT. I scheduled, paid for my, my down payment to hold my spot, and things changed for me, things, in my own personal life, and which didn't enable me to make it there. And well, Source in the universe kept bringing me information and just information and guiding me and moving me, and me still questioning my own personal work, and things coming across my path. And there was someone that I actually got certified with for QHHT back in 2017. Didn't see her for a while. After some time, information kept coming across, and I saw one of my peers who was moving in a different way, and she grew so much, and she just expanded. She just kind of blew up, and I started watching some of her things that were just coming across my feed, and very similar to some of the things that I was experiencing in my own sessions, and I didn't really know how to move with that. I'm glad I did it too, and I'm so glad that I met A.U.R.A. back there in Arkansas in 2017, which kind of led me to, when I saw her stuff coming around, I was like, but I kept getting clients. I work with the youth. I've been working with the youth since I was 15 years old. I was coming across people who couldn't even come out of their homes. I thought to myself, how am I going to help these people? I'm a mom, I'm a wife, I'm a mom, I cannot travel all over the world, and there were people in need, people who were reaching out to me that couldn't come out of their homes, so I kind of would refer them out because I couldn't do them remotely. And I'm just happy for all of it, for all of the learning I did receive in my QHHT. And the learning here, and this truly is going to help the people in my community. It's just going to help. I saw angel manifestations within my own home. I didn't really know, what was happening, or how to even move, or even know that I could even talk to them. And there were many sessions I had where clients we couldn't reach their higher self, or even get their, full potential of answers, and I felt like I was failing my people. So I prayed and asked God to just guide me and lead me, and to bring, across my path what would lead me and guide me. I kind of decided, with a lot of confirmations and a lot of thought, that I needed to shift. I needed to shift in my energy work based on the type of clients that were coming, across my path. So I decided to go and get certified for A.U.R.A. and the R.A.A.H. So here I am. And I am just so ecstatic, so honored, and I'm so happy that I followed my heart here. And this is home for me. This is home. My hands. I would have clients and felt the need to place my hands on them, but I couldn't, because I was trained that I could not touch the clients. And then in one session I had light language occurred. I had a client who presented herself, who wanted to stand surrogate for her child.
Right.
And an angel manifested. And I know that we come in with angels, with guides, you know, Dolores Cannon taught us that. But I didn't know that I could speak to them or ask their names or anything. I felt that I would have been more beneficial to that client, you know, pulling that information for her, you know. But it all worked out. He got healed, you know. He did get healing. Light language ensued in that session, and for quite some time I kind of felt a little guilty, like maybe I had made a mistake that I shouldn't have done. It was just my own self-doubt. But the client, you know, he was fine. He healed. He healed. That mama was happy. She called me back and said, my son is great. He's fine. You know, he had a tumor. Thank you. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to share and share my love for you guys, and to share my love for Aurora and her work. And she's skyrocketed, man. And she is, you know, she's helped me, you know. I feel renewed. I feel like I can move forward, you know, in all confidence in myself, and that I can be myself and be me, you know. Whatever I need to flourish or put out within me, that I can use it for, you know, the client's best interest. And you know, and hope that we all can get there in that place together. Thank you.
Aurora has a holistic philosophy, way of life, which she teaches us in many different ways. Aurora teaches you tools to help and heal others energetically without depleting your own energy, which is very important, because many of us give so much of our energy away and don't know how to replenish it. This was a very important lesson I learned at the retreat. As your frequency goes up, the tools that Aurora teaches also become stronger. I formed lifetime friendships, and I would encourage anyone that has a calling or a heartfelt knowing, feeling that wants to help others, to attend a retreat. As we say, or Aurora says, and we all feel this way, always follow your heart, your intuition. It will never lie to you. It will always send you on the right path. Thank you very much.
Hello, my dear brothers and sisters. Greetings to you, wherever you may be watching me from. It was really an eye-opening experience, I must tell you. And I didn't regret it in any way for attending. It was beyond my expectations, and I really liked it. The environment was so friendly, loving, and respectful of all. Everybody conducted themselves very well. Aurora shared information with us all. We learned a lot. We shared each other's stories. We learned from each other. And I think this will be an experience in my life I will never forget. And now I am here to tell anybody watching this my video. If you feel that calling to go and have a life retreat with Aurora, make it a point to go. Do not hesitate, because you'll be giving yourself the best gift ever. And also, the best gift ever to the whole of humanity. Because after the retreat, you'll be of service to yourself, to your brothers and sisters, to your family, to the people you meet. And at this point, I think we need whatever Aurora is offering us to be able to help in this universal work and mission that needs to be done. And it must be done now. And at the end of the retreat, she's not just going to leave you hanging. There's Google Classroom you can contact with your friends and you can discuss issues that come up, share thoughts and learn from each other. And she's always there. You can always contact her in case you run into an issue. She won't leave you hanging. She is like a mother who strives to get her children to do the best that they can and to succeed in doing it. So, I'm urging all of you, follow your heart. This is a universal calling. And take it up and sign up. Thank you.
Divinely fell into Aurora's videos, Aurora's sessions, and I was immediately drawn to the information that was coming from them. And then after the initial information that was coming from it, then I was drawn to how was she getting this information. It was very interesting that she was able to pull these things out. And after watching so many and them all fitting into different pieces of a puzzle, it was fascinating. And I just felt that I needed to come here to be part of it and to understand and to grow and to help others. And so here I am, and I finally did my first practice session, and I'm still alive, and so is my client, and it was beautiful,
That's wonderful.
And so I'd recommend anybody who thinks that they might be ready for something like this and to help others, that this is the place to come to, and that she's the person to do it with.
If you are thinking of going to the Hawaiian A.U.R.A retreat, I say follow your heart and go. Going to the retreat meant a world to me, as it helped me, give me the tools to help push my business, my healing business forward by learning such beautiful concepts and learning how to protect myself and my clientele. The teachings were amazing. A.U.R.A, what can I say? Such a beautiful divine light, such a pure soul that helps so much. A lot of fire in her, a lot of energy, but so compassionate and full of love. So if you are feeling this call, don't doubt yourself, trust your intuition, and just go. Everything will work out. Hope to see you there.
I wanted to say thank you to Aurora for making us all feel so safe and comfortable there. And they had many, many very talented women at the retreat. I am so humbled and honored that I get to join them. And I had such a wonderful time, a wonderful experience. Aurora is very knowledgeable in the hypnosis and healing therapy, and I can't thank her enough for everything she did to help train us and bring all us wonderful ladies together in one place. I look forward to many more trainings with her in the future, and I am very grateful that I got to attend. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Deanna Brenner. I just returned home from the Florida retreat with Aurora. I can't describe into words what a beautiful, loving experience this was. We'll have bonds with these women, these warrior women, throughout eternity. And I'm so grateful for Aurora. I'm so grateful for the program that she has spent hours and hours putting together. If you are compelled to attend this retreat, I promise you it will be everything and a lot more. She is such a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful soul, and I love her dearly, and I am eternally grateful for the things that she has inspired me to do with my life, and to know who I am, and the things that need to be done to this earth. There's just so much, and it was just an absolute blessing to be a part of this experience. Thank you.
I wanted to share the fact that the retreat itself, beyond being fun, it was also very empowering for me. Empowering because I'm already A.U.R.A certified, but it gave me the opportunity to assure myself that I had learned the steps properly, since there are alchemy symbols involved and you want to get this right. So it gave me the opportunity and the chance to practice, retrain, regather, regroup, and exchange beautiful information with the other ladies that were participating in the session. So it was very empowering for me in that sense, because it sort of recertified me. It gave me the insurance that I needed. It gave me the confidence that now I have the steps right. Now I know exactly what I should be doing and how I should be doing it. And I just have to practice now. So if you are considering attending one of these retreats and you're not sure about it yet, then I would definitely suggest that you start with perhaps a raw Reiki session, or you can join the High Priestess program, which lasts about 6 months. Or you can have an Akashic reading. And if you're listening to this video, it's because you definitely are hearing the calling for it. And it's just not an enlightening process. It's also a process of self-healing, so that then you prepare yourself and you can prepare others as well. That's the key. So the healing, aside of starting within oneself, there is self-healing, and that's how it starts. And then there is healing from illness, from disease. There is healing from past life traumas, current life traumas as well. There is healing for addictions, relationship issues, even illnesses that you wouldn't think of. And illness, the healing takes place within the soul, within the spirit. It heals the emotions, and it heals the physicality of the person as well. So it prepares you at all levels, etheric levels, physical levels, mind, body, and soul, like the world out there calls it, right? So I definitely encourage you to look at the A.U.R.A sessions on video on YouTube and enlighten yourself, empower yourself, walk the walk. I expect that this will be the beginning of your journey for you, and just dive in. Without a lifeguard, just dive in and do it. I don't have much more time left, so I am going to namaste myself for you and good luck.